How much do we like Carson Arthur? Enough to have him on twice in a week. So Carson, on Tuesday, you were with Tim, showing him some pruning things. Now you're going to help us get ready for the long weekend in the garden.
And it's amazing how many of your viewers contacted me asking me questions. So we're going to set the record straight going into the long weekend about some things that you should avoid doing. And one of them involves this thing right here.
Pressure washer. I'm guilty of, I love to use the pressure washer.
Me too, exactly. In fact, I always joke that spring isn't officially here until the snowblower goes away and the pressure washer comes out. But pressure washers these days have gotten stronger and stronger, which isn't necessarily a good thing, especially when it comes to cleaning your wood deck. Wood is made up of fibers, and a pressure washer can actually strip the fibers out of your deck. In fact, new studies show that if you use a pressure washer on your wood deck, you significantly reduce the life expectancy of the wood. And I've got an example for you. This is a barn board. Now, barn board is aged by Mother Nature, but the exact same thing happens. You can feel the texture where all the fibers in between the rings have worn away. Pressure washers do exactly that.
In a much accelerated way, right?
Absolutely. They break it down so much faster. But if you want to clean your deck this weekend, maybe you're going to have a little barbecue with your family, safe, then the suggestions are use a scrub brush like this. Now, I don't have time to go around my deck and clean it with a little soft scrub brush, so that's not happening. Instead, we're also seeing new tools like this guy. This is a power cleaner. It is not a pressure washer. This is by Craftsman, and what it does, it hooks up to your hose. This operates with a battery. You can safely clean wood because it doesn't have the same strength, but because it doesn't plug into a wall, you can travel anywhere around the yard doing cleanup this weekend.
Could you do windows with that too?
Absolutely. In fact, it's great for windows because it doesn't strip off any of the rubber caulking or seals that are around the outside.
Okay, what else? What's number two then?
Number two, so many people invested in beautiful indoor house plants, and they think, I'm going to bring it outside for the weekend. It's warm. Oops, don't do that. Beautiful indoor tropical plants like this are not used to the intensity of the sun that we have at this time of year. Instead, what you can do is bring it out for 20 minutes, then put it back in the house. The next day, bring it out for 30 minutes. You're almost building up a suntan, but what you're doing is you're getting it used to the heat. If you don't do this, these leaves will scorch. And if the leaves scorch, the plant has to use a ton of energy to try and heal itself. So avoid doing that.
Okay, and number three?
Barbecues. I've been barbecuing all year long, and I always forget about the heat that barbecues generate. Now, this is a perfect example. This is a pellet barbecue. Pellet barbecues are a low, slow cooking style. This one by Traeger, it's up to about 350, 400 degrees. It's designed to cook for several hours, but people put it up against the house or up against the siding or up against the wood on maybe a privacy screen. Even at 400 degrees, this can scorch the wall. My barbecue goes up to 1,000 degrees. You have to have it at least 3 feet away from a house or anything flammable. The same with this, at least 2 feet away. Otherwise, you're going to cause yourself some problems.
Yeah, you're not going to have a backyard to enjoy after that one then.
No, or bubbling on the siding. That's what I've got.
Yeah, we put ours too close to an ornamental tree, and we had to move it back. Not a good idea, not a good idea. What's the number 4 tip?
The biggest one, and we've gone kind of in reverse order here, is people are putting down grass seed at this time of year. And I love that they're doing it, but they're doing it wrong. They think that they could put down soil onto the ground and then just take some grass seed and throw it on top of the soil. And then they're going to use a roller or something to pack it in. That is the absolute worst way to do it. Grass seed grows best when it's mixed with soil first and then spread on the ground. And you don't want to use anything that's going to compact it because that's going to make it harder for the roots. So keep it light and fluffy, but seed to soil contact is key for higher germination.
Now, do you have to have that wet soil so that because in my mind, it's like it's got to be moist so that the grass seed can grow?
It's better light and fluffy first and then water on top of it once where you want it, because that way it will work it down in amongst the rest of the grass or roots that are already there.
Okay, and then how do you know when you can cut it?
So grass should be cut when it's over 3.5 to 4 inches tall. And a lot of people get that wrong because they want that golf course lawn. Keep it longer this year because then it's going to use less water. It will be healthier, and healthier grass chokes out more weeds. You'll do less weeding all season.
Okay, you are a wealth of information, Carson. Great to see you again.
My pleasure. I missed the studio, but come on.
Yeah, you've got the birds and everything. It's great to see you.